Hello, thank you very much for clicking this video. I am Ali Hossain, a pixel perfect web developer, and in this tutorial I will tell you how I convert such kinds of PSD file into HTML. So this is a HTML PSD to HTML tutorial, and if you continue with this tutorial I will try my level best to explain all of the things and how I convert such kinds of PSD file into HTML. In this tutorial you will know. So let's start. Check this. So already I downloaded this PSD file, and before, if you try to use this theme, please read the license template and you can download this, and definitely I will give the link in the description box. So I already downloaded this, and here is the PSD file, the point, and now I will open this. Here I have also a license.text file, you can see this. So for doing this we need Bootstrap also, so I will download Bootstrap file. Okay. I will click download. Definitely I will give also this link in description. So this is our Bootstrap file, and here I have CSS and jQuery. So now I will go to the point, and here I will create a file folder that's named called HTML, and I will open this and I will copy these two files here. Okay, now I will check what is here. I only need bootstrap.js file, a bootstrap.minified.js file, and I don't need such files, so I will remove all of them, and I will go to create a CSS file, and I need only Bootstrap CSS. I don't need much another thing, so I will remove all of them. So I only use in JS file Bootstrap minified, and I only use CSS bootstrap.minified CSS file. Okay, so now I need to download HTML5 boilerplate. Actually, if you use HTML5 boilerplate, you will see that this is world most popular front-end template, and if you use this, your website lots of bug, and it will fix. It will also cross-browser compatible, and also if you see here have lots of option and lots of reason why you should use HTML5 boilerplate. For learning more about HTML5 boilerplate, you can come here. Definitely, I will give this link in the description also, so you can check. I will open this one, and here have so much file. I will collect only some required files, so I will open our HTML folder, and I will copy this index and this icon and CSS, img, and also JS file. Okay, so I will copy all of them in my HTML file. Replace. Okay, so I need to check. Here I have three files. One is normalize, main, and Bootstrap minified, and in JS Bootstrap vendor main plugins and such files. So now if I open this index.html, you will see here I have some auto coded, and here I have some function, and I need to explain what I am doing here. This is doc type HTML, is HTML5 declaration, and this language is ENG, English, and here have the meta characteristics UTF-8, and this and this is content compatibility, and this title I will place here the title, and here have meta description, which it's only for SEO, and here have some relations, and minified and normalize. I need to call our CSS file, so I will duplicate this line, and I will write here Bootstrap minified, and I will duplicate this one, and I will write here style. Okay, and I need to call also our JS Bootstrap JS file, so I will duplicate this one, and I will write here Bootstrap minified JS file, and I coding this tutorial with bracket code editor. If you interested to know why you should use bracket, I have a tutorial, top 5 reason why you should use bracket. You can check my tutorial. Okay, and I don't need Apple Touch icon, so I will remove this one. Actually this one is when your Apple iPhone or tab or Apple device need to if you bookmark this page, you need this, but I don't think it's important right now, so I will remove this. And then okay, so now I can, if I open this page, you can see hello world, this is HTML5 boilerplate. Okay, so I will remove this one also, this line, I don't need this line also. And now I will do some space and I will code all of the code here. Okay, so our basic startup is ready, and now from now we will just cut this text from here and implement all of the text here, so it's done. Okay, so at first I will zoom this a bit. Yes, and this is the point, so I will give this file the point title. Okay, and then you can write PSD to HTML. Okay, I just write some text, and now after I change, you can see this is the title already here. Now I will before starting this, I will collect all of the image from here, and after I collect all of the image, I will start our HTML. So first we need to collect all of the image, so I will click here and I will do it first. Actually I already created a tutorial how you can collect all of the image from a PSD file. You can check this tutorial for web in my channel. So I will save this image by pressing Alt, Ctrl, Shift and S at the same time, and this should be PNG. I already collect this logo, and I will let the Photoshop know that where I want to save this. I want to save this in my image folder. This name is logo, and I saved. Okay, and I will use here font Hossain icon, so I don't need this. I need this banner area, so I only collect this image stream. Okay, and I don't need this image in PNG format, so I will use this JPG. And I don't need this high, it will low or high, it's not matter, so I will use this at banner. Then I will collect an author image, and I will image and then trim, so all empty area will be removed, and then I will click save by pressing Alt, Ctrl, Shift and S for web. I did say all about this detail in my that tutorial, so you can check client, and then I will click save. Then I need one more image, and that is this one. Okay, I will click image and then trim and then OK, and I will save this also as project. Okay, then I don't need any other image. I already collected all of the image. Don't worry, after I have done total things, I will collect some image for this. Okay, so now I will start our I can check all of the images are copied perfectly or not. See, all of the images are here, perfect. So now I will start our job. At first, in this area I will write here header area, and then container, and then row, then col md4 and col md8. Total should be 12. It's Bootstrap grid, and it should be logo area and search area. And here I will click A, and I will write here img image, and I will call this image logo. Okay, and in search area I will use here form, and in form I need two things. One is input type text, and placeholder should be search here or something like that, search our website. and another input type. I said everything about HTML and CSS in my beginner tutorial. You can check. Submit, and value should be search. Yes, SEARCH, search. So now if I refresh, you can see this is HTML5 Bootstrap 4 code. Okay, then I will do menu area. So I will create another section that called main menu, and then container class row class call md9 for menu, and social area. For social area I will use 3. Okay, then in menu section I will use here ul id nav, then li, then a, and in here I collect all of the text from here. Okay, home page. Actually this span should be under, yeah, okay, here. Now I will duplicate some, then I need to read style demo full width portfolio. Style demo full width portfolio gallery, contact us, and about. Okay, so it's our menu area, and then here I will use another ul lia, and I will use here Hossain 5 Hossain latest version. I already created a tutorial how you can use Hossain. You can check. For reducing this tutorial I will just do this first, but for understanding how you can implement your Hossain, you can check my tutorial for beginner guide Hossain. So for doing that I will click get started, and I'll just copy the total text, and I will paste this text here, and I will use here I class FAB, and then class FACEB Facebook. Sorry. Yes, and then if I refresh I need to check Hossain works perfectly or not. Yes, it works. Then I will do, and what are they? LinkedIn, Twitter, Pinterest, Google Plus, Feed. Okay, so I will add some social icon as like Twitter, LinkedIn, Google Plus, Feed. Now if I refresh it should work. Yes, it's working. So our coding is done, and then now I will come to the banner area. And if you notice one thing, this image is full width. Okay, so I will not use here container. I will just copy the image, and then image slash banner image, and then I will create another div, and that is for actually if you notice that this text in the center top always center, as like how much big this image is not matter, but this image will be center. So I need to do some things, and that is inner banner class banner text area. Actually I think if I do at the same time with CSS, that would be great, and you will not boring with that. So after this section I will do CSS. Okay, inner main text banner, okay, and then h1, and I will copy the text. Actually I can check how this area they used. Okay, after we have done everything, we will style this a bit more good. Okay, and in the inner section we have a section, this text area, so I will use here another div banner bottom p. I need to use here container class row class call md12 p. Okay, now I need to start CSS, so you will understand and you will enjoy this tutorial. So I should come here, and at first you can see this is our header area, and before starting the tutorial, before starting CSS, I need to collect the font, and I need to check which font they use. All of the, I think everywhere they use Gorgia font, and but just starting I need to check. Okay, and yes, all of them are Gorgia font. Yes, so now I need to implement this Gorgia font, and for implementing this I will go to the Google font. Okay, and I will copy the font name, and I will search. I also created a tutorial how you can implement Google font in your web page. You can understand. Actually Google font, Gorgia font is not available in Google font, it's not free in that case, but for better best result you need to download this. Actually it's a premium font by Microsoft Corporation, so I cannot use this in this tutorial or in this page. Designer use this Gorgia font for this reason. If you try to use this, you can use this by default, but in that case every user should purchase this, or you need to purchase this font and then you can use this. Otherwise if you download a copy version and if you use this font in your website, Adobe can or Microsoft can complain you, or they can give a penalty for your domain, and your domain might be down. In that case I suggest you, if you interested to use this font, you need to download this premium version. As like if you try to download this premium version, if I click here you can see monotype, and Google will tell you that the font price here you will see this $59. Okay, so you need to purchase this font and then use. So for it's a free tutorial, and for that I will download a font like that, this one, and for that I will go to the Google font section and I will download a font similar or similar like that, and the Karma font is such like that font. So I will use this one, and I need to check here. I have only two options, one is font and bold. Okay, so I will collect both of them. Font family selected, and I will click customize. I will select these two, and then embed. Under the font awesome link I will paste this text here, and I will copy the font family, and I will open my style sheet, and I will write here body, and I will paste the font family here, and after I write here h1, h2, h3, h4, h5, h6, font family font weight will be 500, and P font weight will be 400, line height will 1.5 em, and also for this one line height 1.5 em, and also for all other line height 1.5 em and font weight should be 400 for all text. Okay, if I don't use P or any other, then sometime we use title or anything, and that case our website should not broken or everything should works perfectly. For that, now it will load our default font. Okay, so now I will start our styling, our font collection, and everything is done. So at first I need to select our header section, so I will write here header. You can also comment this header area, and then I will select, this is our ID and ID name is header, so I will copy the header name and I will paste the header area. Okay, and then you can see in our PSD file here I have a border. Okay, and I need to copy this color, and then I need to measure this how much. This is actually 10 pixel. If I zoom this, you can see it's 10 pixel. Yes, height is 10 pixel. So we have a 10 pixel border, and then I need to measure also our padding, and this padding is 45 pixel. So I will use this area. If I use if I code font family and everything here, you will understand much better. And if I save this and if I refresh, you will see. Okay, here is our header area, and I will write here border top 10 pixel solid solid. Just see here and also see here what is the difference, and then color is left, and padding is 45 pixel. And I don't need if I come here, you can see here and here also padding, but I don't need this padding, so I will remove other padding, so I will give space and then 0, so it starts like that. Okay, and width will be 100% and clear both. Okay, so it will look like that, and then I will copy this text, copy rule, and I will paste the rule here. Okay, and other text I will code here, so you will understand much better. As like we have nothing to do in the point area, but we have lots of things do in the search section. So for doing search section, we will click add rule, add new rule, and that is header area. And then in header area I have a form, so I will give a form, and width 300 pixel, float should be right, and then actually I need to measure how much width they use. Yes, it's 285, so I should use here 285 pixel. Okay, and after the form I will open this copy add new rule, and in here I have input and typ input type equal to text, or I will write here only input, and then I will use some design such like that. It's here have a background color F8, so I need to copy this, and I should use this background color here. Okay, then this is our section, and in this section I will use here border 2 pixel solid, and color should be light white, and background is white, and then I need to measure the padding 12 pixel, so I'll copy here padding, padding 12 pixel, Actually I am doing this here, the reason because so you can understand what I am coding and what the change is happening, so you can understand better about this coding. So now I need to copy the Photoshop width, and for that width is 216, so width 215 pixel, float left. Okay, but when we code for input, already the button also same design, but our button design is not such like that, it's such like that. So I will change, so I will do that, and for that thing I will copy add new rule, that is id header area input type equal to submit, background color FFX. Yes, it's working. So now I will copy the color code from here, and I'll see the font name, it's white and font size is 12 pixel. So background color is this, color is white, and text transform uppercase, font size 12 pixel. I think I should increase this to 14 pixel, and I need to width 50 pixel, float, and then I will increase the width I don't need here border, so I can do one thing, border 2 pixel solid, color will be this one, so it will looks good. And we have no area, so I think I should increase the area to 300 pixel. Actually it's the PSD error, it not looks good. But do not do such kinds of things in your project. The reason because most of the client works pixel perfect job. So actually it's a button, but if I come to the cursor point here, it should be show hand. So I will use here cursor pointer. So now if I come, you can see, and also I think this, if it will be great if when I hover it, the color should be changed. And then reason I will copy this text, add new rule, I will paste this, and then I will write here hover, and hover background color will be black. So now if I come here, you can see it's black, and also I think border color should be changed. So I'll do here border 2 pixel solid, and color will be black. So now if I come, you can see, but it's not looks good. I think if I use here some CSS effect, CSS3 effect, it will looks much better. And for that I will give here transition 0.5 seconds. Now if I do that, see, it's very good. Okay, it's very smooth and very interesting, and I think it's now much better. So now our this header section job is done, and now I will, okay, now if I refresh, it should looks like that, and it looks much better, and everything is perfect. And now if I write here Ali, and if I search, it should work, but actually it's a HTML, so it will not work here, but it will work if you implement here PHP. Okay, so now I will see our menu section for designing our menu. Okay, zoom hand, and then this is our menu, and you can see here have a simple slide border. So I will use here border, and also if you notice, you can see that here have also a border. So I will do that now. and for that I think it will be much better if I code here instead of Firefox coding. Okay, and I will copy main menu ID and main menu UL ID nav li a over. Okay, I need to do such codes, those code, and then I will start again, and then I will copy the color. All of them are D. Okay, now if I refresh, you can see this area. Then I will give here width 100%, border top 2 pixel, solid, color is such like that, and border bottom 2 pixel, solid, color is such like that, and I need to measure the padding. (18 pixel), padding 18 pixel 0. Okay, then clear both. Then I will copy this rule and I will paste this rule here. Then I will refresh this, and then I will open the UL section. If I increase this so you can understand or you can track them perfectly. Now I will write, I don't need margin, so I will remove margin 0, padding 0. I don't need list style, so I will write here list style none. Okay, text align left. The reason because in our menu all of the item are left aligned, so it will such like that. And then I will copy the rule and I will paste this rule here. Definitely don't forget to copy all of the code after you have write here. You can do actually everything here, but I am coding all of them here so you can understand what for which function what change you see here. So I am just doing this. Okay, so and after that li display inline block, okay, position relative. The reason because we will do a drop down, and for that reason I am doing that. And nothing, so I will copy this rule and I will paste it here, and then I will do li, and our home I will copy. This is this color. Actually remember one thing, we will use everywhere where the PSD designer used 12 pixel, we will use here 14 pixel. Okay, so actually 12 pixel is very low size, I think you can understand. Color. Okay, if I use here font size 12 pixel, you will understand. See, too much small font size, it's very irritating for users, so I will use here 14 pixel. Okay, text transform uppercase, and display block, and text align center. It's not actually mandatory, so I will not use this. And now I will copy the rule and I will paste this rule here. Then I have a spam. You can understand. I think you understand. So I will do such likes of this, and I will, if I do here display block, what happened? You can see. See, they are such like that. All of the text are underlined. Okay, So when you do it in WordPress, you will also find an option for text. This I will create tutorial for WordPress theme development and also WordPress tutorial for beginner. If you think you need to learn those things, you can subscribe my channel. Okay, so I need to measure the padding. Padding is 20 pixels, so I will use here padding 20 pixels. No, I will use here 20 pixels, so it will search like that. But we used here many menu as that space, so I need to copy the rule, and then I will do that. Go to the HTML section, I will do it 10, and this area will 2, and then now if I refresh, what happened? Actually the reason because I added another section about us, so I will remove this about us section. Now if I refresh, it will search like menu. Okay, then after hover, I think oh, one more thing I missed, and that is here color, I need to copy the color. Okay, and it's 12 pt I will use here, and this is text transform. This text transform is not transformed, so you can also remember this, and I will refresh this. And now if I edit this text element, you can see color, and font size 12 pixel, and text transform, I think capitalize will be better. Okay, and okay, I will copy this rule and I will paste it here. And after when I will hover, it should looks good, so I will copy the color and I will change the color. When user hover, they should use such kinds of color, so I will copy this and I will paste this color here in hover setting. And then now if I refresh, you will see the color is changed, but under that color or do not change, so I will change also this color as like hover span. So now if I refresh, you can see this total text color are changed. Okay, now I don't need this text border, so text decoration, so I'll remove this text decoration, none here. Okay, now if I refresh, you can see sorry, in hover section I don't need text decoration, so I'll write here text decoration none. Now if I refresh, you see no text decoration is here. And I think if I reduce the line height for span, it will be looks good. Line height 1 em. Okay, now if I refresh, see it looks much better and much better than before. Okay, now I'll look for our social section, and for that I will copy the main menu again. Actually I try to code all of my code nested, so no conflict. Then social area plus, okay, and then I will use here ul li a hover. Okay, then I will refresh, and at the same way I will use here margin 0, padding 0, best style none, text align right. Okay, now if I refresh, you will see text align right. Okay, now I will change the display inline block and margin left I will use margin left after I refresh this, so you'll understand why I use here margin left. See, they are such like that, but I think here I should have a gap, so I will use here margin left 10 pixel. Actually, you can ask me why not I use here margin right. Okay, if you interested, if I use here margin right, actually the margin will affect here, and then that reason the icon will be 10 pixel here, and then it will not looks better perfect aligned in that section, so I use this. Okay, so I think you understand. Now I will come to the A section, and before I come here, I will come here and I will see this is the color, so I will copy this text, and I need to also measure the width and height. Width is 33, I will use 35. Okay, now if I refresh and inspect element to A, okay, background color white, width 35 pixel, display block, height 35 pixel, okay, text align center, margin bottom. Actually I think I should use margin bottom here, margin bottom 10 pixel. Okay, I should copy this text right now, otherwise I will forget this text. Okay, now I will do, and that is padding top 5 pixel. Okay, then I will use border radius 50%, so it will be round. Okay, now what should I do, and that is I will use here CSS3 animation transition 0.5 seconds. Okay, so now I will copy this rule and I will paste this rule here, and I will only change the background color. And one thing I think you will understand with me, and see, this is the hover section, and for hover section he used this color. Actually that means he want that for Google Plus, here he will show Google Plus color. Actually every social media have different background color. For reducing this I will skip this one, but I will create 100% section for HTML, and in that section I will definitely let you know about this. So here I will use a background color as this one, so I will copy this color. Okay, and then I will paste this at hover color, and then now if I refresh and then if I come hover, you can see they looks much better. Okay, and actually I think this should be the perfect, as like if I use here 9 and use here 3. Okay, and then now if I refresh, okay, it looks much better, and our this section also done. Okay, so now I will come to the banner area. So I will copy the code banner area ID, and then I will come here and I will do a comment. Okay, ID banner area. Oh, I forget one thing, and that is I need to add a here drop down menu. I will use drop down menu in portfolio. Okay, so I will go to the HTML section, I will hit here enter, and for adding a drop down I need to use LIUL LI A, and I will write here drop down, and I will duplicate some, and then now if I refresh, you will see the total menu will broken. Okay, but don't worry about that. For adding drop down menu, I will add some section or add some styling, and that will be here. I will comment here, so in future if I need, I can understand. Okay, for selecting drop down menu, you can understand that main menu UL LI, then I will use here another UL. Okay, the reason because see, if I come here UL LI then UL, okay, not after A. Okay, so I select this, and then I will duplicate this, and it will LI and A and then A hover. Okay, now I will refresh this, and already I used here position relative. I also said that this position relative is for I will use drop down menu, so I use this. So I will come here and now I will select. Actually I need this ULLI position relative for you, the reason because here I will use position absolute. Okay, so at first I will copy the background color, this color. Okay, I need this, so I'll copy this one, and then for ULLI I will use here background color, this one, and width will be 200 pixel. It's a standard width. Position absolute, top 0 and left 0 and text align left. Okay, don't worry about this text. I will change all of them, don't worry, but I need to figure out top 40 pixel. I will copy and I will do here. Okay, but one thing what I need, and that is I should use here 5 pixel 20 pixel padding. Okay, and then I will increase the top padding here to 45. Now if I refresh, okay, then select LI, and this will be display block. Okay, display block, text align left. Okay, so I will copy this, and I need margin bottom 5 pixel. Actually it will better if I use here only 2 pixel. So I will copy the rule and I will paste this rule here. Then I will click here and then I will click A. It will be display block and text align left. Padding 0. Okay, all done. Copy the rule and I will paste this UL rule here, and I will copy the color. Actually this color will be much better if it's white, so I will use here color white. And okay, so I will copy this and I will paste it here. And the hair should be a background color should be black, so it will look good I think after I hover it. Okay, see, but also in hover section I think when I hover this it should also white color, so I will change the color white, and I will use here a simple CSS tricks, so it will looks very attractive. Okay, and that is if I use here transition, actually I should use the transition here, so everywhere will be support transition 0.5 seconds. And now if I refresh, see, very good rules. And I don't need margin bottom, so I will remove this margin bottom from here. Actually why I removing this margin bottom. When I come last item, you can see here have a simple background border. I don't like this, so I will remove this. Okay, so now it looks good. Okay, but drop down menu, when we see actually when we hover here, and that time it opened, but it's not always come here. So I will do one thing, and that is I will duplicate this drop down menu, and I will see that hover, and I will remove all of them, and here I will actually I need to cut this text so you'll understand better. Normally our this drop down should be okay. See, normally when our drop down we create, it should be minus 999999 pixel left. Okay, so it will not display in this section, but it's here. But when we hover in our li, okay, this li, when we hover this li section portfolio, this menu should be visible. Okay, so when we hover, this portfolio should be here, and for that we will use here this code. For when we hover the li, the left will be 0. Okay, so now if I refresh, you will see that. Okay, now if I portfolio, see this portfolio section is here. Very interesting, right? This is the perfect way how you can create a drop down in your search website. Okay, then I will go to the banner section, and one more thing I need to do, and that is I should use here z index 99999. The reason because when we use this banner or any other, it might overlapped, so I use here drop down. Okay, now I will open the banner, and we can now start our banner coding. And for that, our banner, we know we don't have anything, so I will use here width 100%, padding 0, margin 0, over clear both. Okay, and then I will duplicate this, and here we have an image, and we also need one thing, and that is it should be position relative. Image width will be 100%, and height will be auto. Height will also 100%, and no, height will be auto. Okay, now if I refresh, you will see this image will be full width, and height will find automatic. See, okay, actually I think it will be better if I use here a banner, so I will download a banner. Actually I think every link should be here, so you will understand all of the link. I can copy all of the link from here in the video description. If you can download any image from Unsplash for free, they are copyright free image. You can download any of the image from here. Okay, now I will download this image, so I will click here and download for free, and then download. See, this image is 1.6 megabyte. I don't need this image such big size, so I will reduce this image size. Ctrl Alt Shift S, and our maximum width size is 1920, so I will use here. Okay, it's only 24 or 42 pixel, but I should increase the to medium, so it will look good. And then I will click save, and I will replace with banner image. Okay, so it will automatically come here, and now if I refresh, you can see the background image is here. Okay, I can crop some section. We don't need much more. Then I will save this. Okay, then now if I refresh, see, now in the background, in our section, if I reduce, zoom out, now just watch and see what I am doing. Okay, I'll duplicate, and I need to copy all of the code. Inner banner, banner text area. I think you have a question why I have doing such so much, why I create so much div here, but I think you will understand after watching total H1 and H2. Okay, now I will refresh this section, and then what I am doing, you will see that is, I will call the banner section, and I will select inner banner. I will use position absolute, top 0, so it will be top 0, left 0, width 100%, height 100%. Okay, now I will copy that parameter, and I will paste it here. It takes too much time, the reason because I have tried to explain all of them very perfectly and clearly. Okay, so now I will click here, and then now position, I will use here width 100%, height 100%, display table. Okay, I will copy this rule, and I will paste this rule here. Then I will click here, and then I will write here display table cell, and vertical align middle. See, now it's a middle area. Also, how much big this image is not matter, but it will automatically in the middle. And we will use here also width 100%. Okay, I will copy this section also, and we can do one thing, and that is text align center. And now if I refresh, you will see, okay, such like that. And now I will increase the font size and so on. So I will come here, font size 45 pixel, color white, line height 1 em. Okay, copy the rule, I'll paste this rule here, I will duplicate also this rule, but it will be H2 for reducing for tutorial size. I am just doing this, and then now if I refresh, you will see that the font size should be 50 pixel. Second one, yes. Okay, now we have another section, and that is such like that. So I will copy this banner bottom, and I will duplicate this one, and I will replicate banner bottom, and we have a section called P in banner bottom, so I will just copy these two, and then now I will refresh, and then I will click the banner bottom section, and now if I position absolute bottom 0, left 0, width 100%, okay, and I should use here some padding 20 pixel 0, text align center, okay, and I need, okay, then I will copy this rule, and I will use this rule here, and I will use the color white, color white, margin 0, okay, then I will copy this and I will paste this here. Now you remember one thing, that here have a black option, and if I go to the PSD, you can see here it's a simple opacity with the background. So how we do that, actually you need to know, or you can understand after that, and that is I will now copy this and I will create add new rule, add new rule, and I will paste here. Sorry, I need to copy this and paste it here, and then I will do after, after. Background will be black, position absolute, content left 0, top 0, width will be 100%, height will be 100%, and this is now in the top, but I don't need it top, it should be background, so I will use here z index -1, but when you use it -1 it will not visible here. So for watching the visible so for watching this, just hit here enter and then z index 1. So now it looks good, and then I will implement here one thing, and that is opacity 0.5, okay, and I think if I use it 0.8 it will looks good. And now okay, I will copy the text, copy this rule, and also I changed something here, so I will copy this rule too, and to copy the procedure text. Now if I refresh, you can see, okay, so now this banner section and main menu section and also the header section is done. Now we can look forward to the client section. Here actually they used slider. You can also use slider, or Twitter Bootstrap slider you can use, but already this tutorial is too big, so I skip this tutorial in slider. I will try to create another part for this tutorial. In that tutorial I will use slider. Okay, so now this is the portfolio section, and for adding a portfolio here I have 1 2 3 4 portfolio. So I will go to this section, and then I will click ID. Sorry, this is the client section. call md12, in h2. Okay, and then after the row I will create another row, call md3, and here I will use images, client P for client name John Doe, and a link for portfolio, that is view profile. Okay, and there are 4, so I will duplicate 4. Now if I refresh, see, it's such like that. Now I will do it client section. Client section h2p, h2 client section p, client section image pa. Okay, img client section a. I copied all of them. Now this is white background. Okay, I will copy the color. Font size is 38 pixel. Now if I use it here, and I will do here padding 40 pixel 0, width 100%, background color is white, clear both. Okay, now if I refresh, okay, text align center, and for h2 color is such like that, font size 50 pixel, text transform capitalize. Okay, if I refresh, you will see so many change here, and then I will come and I will do a margin bottom 0, color, font size 18 pixel. Okay, display block, margin 0 auto 10 pixel. So image will be center aligned, and also you will see I have a border. Now I should change the color. Okay, so for changing the color I need to copy the color, so I will copy this color for this link, and I will use here color. Okay, and for hover, text decoration will be none, or here should be a text decoration. The reason because I will not use here color. Okay, so this section also done. Now this is our project, latest project area, so I will create another section, and that is latest project area. Container class container row class call md6 5 and 7. 5 and 7 is equal to 12. If you have any problem about Twitter Bootstrap, you should check out my channel. I will create a tutorial, basic tutorial for Twitter Bootstrap, or you can search in YouTube, you will find tutorial for Twitter Bootstrap, and I will copy this text, and this is on will h1 h2. Okay, and here I have 2 items. Okay, so what should I do? I will use here class child project, and I will use here image slash project, and after image I will use here title. I will copy the title, sorry, h4, and some text, and a link, read more, and I will duplicate this. The reason because here I have 2 child project. Okay, now I will refresh, and you will see this text is such like that, but now we will style this. So this is our latest project section, and I think we can do it such like that. Okay, ID, and then I will duplicate it P and also H2, and I will duplicate child project, and then img h4 p, and also a link, and definitely it should hover. Okay, now I will refresh this area again. Okay, nothing will change, but here I have a border, and I will use here Css border. Okay, so now here I will write here background color white, padding 50 pixel 0, border top 2 pixel solid, color is triple D, clear both, then refresh. Okay, I'll copy the color, font size 20 pixel, text transform uppercase. Okay, color text transform uppercase, text align right, font size 20 pixel, margin bottom 0, and line height 1 em. Now if I refresh, what happened? Okay, it's such like that. Now I will copy this, and here I will collect the color, font size 66 pixel. Okay, so text align right, color, font size 66 pixel, and line height 1 em, and then check what happened. Actually here okay, it looks good. Now I will do one thing, and that is I will use here margin bottom 10 pixel. Then if I refresh, it should looks good. Okay, and if I use here 15, not matter. Okay, now it looks good, and then I will use it, and for that what should do, and that is width 48% margin 0 1% and 10 pixel. Then float left, then padding 10 pixel. Okay, now if I refresh, it should do something like that. Okay, it's good. Now image margin bottom 15 pixel, and here I should use text align center. Okay, now if I refresh, okay, then I need to collect the title, everything. Color is this, font size 20 pixel. Okay, color, font size 20 pixel, and I need to copy the color for p tag. Okay, this is the color, font size 14 pixel, text align center. Okay, color, text align center, and font size 13 pixel, text transform, capitalize, text transform none. Now if I refresh, it should good. Okay, but I need to use here line height 1.5 em. Okay, so it will readable. Okay, now I will use here the menu, copy this color, and now I will use here color, background color, this, padding 10 pixel 20 pixel, text decoration none, text transform uppercase, font size 14 pixel, and then let's see how much we have done. And we need to change the color white, and margin top 10 pixel. Now if I refresh, see, and after when we hover, it should change the color, and for that I will use here background color will be black, and I will use here transition 0.5 seconds. Yes, now if I refresh, you will see this looks good. Now I will have only one section, and that is footer section. Okay, so I will code for footer section now. Child footer h2 class title, and our first title is about us, so I will copy the text. Okay, and here I have some text, so I will copy this text too. And I have a read more button too, so I will copy this text also. Okay, and I will duplicate this, and this is link block. I duplicate all of them, and I will cut the text and I will paste them here. You can pause this tutorial, and after you feel refresh, you can check this tutorial. Actually it is much bigger. I planned this. I will try to explain all of them clearly, and also in that reason this tutorial is much bigger, and I am extremely sorry, but I think it will be helpful for you. And if you continue with this tutorial and if you try to understand all of them perfectly, I think you will learn a lot of things about HTML and CSS and also Photoshop and Bootstrap. I am trying to do everything perfectly and clearly. I think this should be useful for you. But okay, so now I will copy this text and duplicate this. Title will be newsletter, and I'll use here from. Placeholder name, email, type will be email, type will be submit, value, subscribe, right? Submit. And some text here. Okay, and here I have a copyright text, so I'll copy this text. Okay, and that text under the container, right? Yes, class row class column d6 p. Okay, I don't need to use this. The reason because already I said this before that this template is by OS template, so I don't need to think that. Only I will use the copyright text. Okay, so and then now if I refresh, everything is done, should be done. Okay, now start coding, and before starting this I need to copy the class name, h2 class, title, p a u l l I a hover, and also we used input type equal to submit, and also here we'll have hover. Okay, then okay, now I will refresh this again, and I will copy the background color, and I will start coding, and I don't need this view and no split. Okay, background color is this, padding 40 pixel 0, width 100%, clear both, and here I have a border top, so I need to copy this color border top 10 pixel solid, and color is this. Now if I refresh, and default color should be white, so I'll use here white, then it will look good, I think. Okay, now title. Okay, now what is title color? Font size I will use as like I said that 14 pixel, text transform uppercase. Okay, so this will be with 100%. With 100%, clear both, margin bottom 20 pixel, and font size I think 16 pixel will be better, text transform uppercase, and it's done. Okay, should be 18 pixel, right? Font size 14 pixel, text transform none. Okay, and link color, a color should be this one. Okay, now if I refresh, so many changes already here. And one thing that I think for this it looks good, this. Okay, so for list style I will use this, and I will use here margin 0, padding 0. I need list style, so I will use this. Okay, and then I will use here padding left 10 pixel. And if I refresh, okay, now it looks good. And then here have you, if you see that in the li section they used slightly used border color, so I will copy this color. Okay, copy it, and I will use a display block, and border bottom 1 pixel solid, color is this. And then now if I refresh, I think you will see the change. Okay, and padding 5 pixel. Okay, now it looks good, much better. And now I need to styling this input section. I need to check them how they styled. Okay, very easy. With 100%, background color white, border 1 pixel solid, triple D, padding 10 pixel, and then border radius 5 pixel, and one thing, and that is margin bottom 10 pixel. Now if I refresh, you will see everything is changed. See, but I need to style this submit button. Okay, so I'll copy the color, then I will come again to the submit option and I will give here background color, this width 150 pixel, border 1 pixel, solid color is this, transition 0.5 seconds, and background after hover will be black. Then now if I refresh, okay, it's working, but I need to give a color white. And another thing, when I hover it, it should be cursor as like this, so I will give you a pointer, cursor, pointer. Okay, now if I refresh, you will see the change. Okay, now I will copy the hover color and I will give this border top 1 pixel, solid, and this margin top 20 pixel, padding 20 pixel 0, text align center, and then if I refresh, I think job is done. Yes, total job is done, but here have so much padding, so I should use here and again 0. Yes, it looks good, but I think something do some error, so I should check this. Okay, oh yes, this is the issue. I should not use the padding bottom also, so I should stop this. And now if I refresh, so that's the end, and this in this tutorial, and it's done to PSD to HTML with drop down sections and font awesome, Google font. I used here lots of things, and I think if you are here, that means you understand a lot of things and you have so much patience for learning this. And I will happy if you comment me in this tutorial how you think this tutorial and what you feel with this tutorial. And if you think you need this tutorial, I will copy this in my computer. So if you think, just comment me, or with your mail I will mail you, no problem. So thank you very much for watching this video and also your time. And if you think this tutorial is helpful for you, please subscribe my channel and give a like. And if you share this tutorial, I will feel proud. And stay safe, have a good day. Thanks.